Hello everyone. So it's the biggest carnival we can say for Australia and in England, and it's said that the world cricket also watches Ashes very closely, and also the world. So it's going to be a bumper one. I am telling you because see, England haven't won Ashes in Australia. I'm telling you since 2010. They have chance now. They have a good squad. We can say. But Australia also they have a very good record because in 2013-14 they won by 5-0. In 2017-18 they won by 4-0, and 2021-2022 they won by 4-0. So England doesn't has had any chance since the last 3 to 4 editions in Australia's Ashes. But let's see how it goes ahead. So in the panel we have got AnupKonnur sir and AyanChatterjee and the below AbhijeetKalia and AyushShekhar. So Ayan, first of all, like first test match is crucial, but I think it's not about the first test match only. It's about intensity. Like you perform well in sessions by sessions. You just don't focus on a one particular game because we have seen in Australia the game changes not that much fast in Australia. It takes time. You have to play 3 4 sessions good, and then you will be in the game and completely. So what's your take? Like, do you see England winning it because baseball is the first time that baseball will be in Australia?
So it's an absolutely exciting time for all of us for the World Cricket because Ashes is something else and whole of the world waits for it. And Ashes in Australia is something else. It's a different feeling altogether. As far as the Test match goes, I think this is England's best chance of winning the first Test in Perth. And the first Test in Perth will be crucial for both teams, more for England than for Australia, I feel, because they're the first, not only because England are the visitors, but Australia have got two of their talismanic pacers missing in Josh Hazelwood and the regular captain Pat Cummins. So they've got a depleted bowling attack, and this is England's best chance of striking first blood, of doing well and taking a 1-0 lead in the series, which they can. They have the quality to do it. But in case they fail to, what I fear for England is, in case they fail to win the first test in Perth, then it could be a long season because then Australia go one up, and then the second test, which will be from 4th December, which will be in Brisbane, will be a day-nighter. It's a pink ball test. And you know, in pink ball test, Australia just rules the roost. So then, if there's 1-0, you go into pink ball test, that becomes 2-0, then it becomes an absolute long series for England. So the first test is absolutely critical for England. They win that, we're in for a terrific series, and Australia will be on the back foot. Saying so, both teams have gone on the front foot and named their respective sides. Australia have named the 11, and England have named it 12. Now, for Australia's number 11, you've got two debutants. Usman Khawaja has his seventh opening partner in Jake Weatherall, and they've got a debutant in Brendan Doggett, who is coming into the side because Hazelwood and Cummins is not there. Of course, Scott Boland is there, and you've got the spirited Mitchell Starc. Bu Webster unfortunately misses out. Cameron Green is going to play at number 6, and Manas Labuschagne is back. He's playing at number 3. That's for Australia, and most of the other liners is self-explanatory. It's well covered, Australia. For England, they have named the 12. The batting order is on expected lines. I think England are confused about the pitch and will name the playing 11 at toss time in the sense of whether they go with Shoaib Bashir and the pace bowlers or they go with an all-pace attack. And the paces they have named are Gus Atkinson, Bryden Cars, Mark Wood, and Jofra Archer. These are the 4 paces, and Shoaib Bashir is the spinner. And of course, Ben Stokes is the captain. He can roll his arm over, not to mention. But yeah, do both sides looking really solid. England definitely has a chance. This is their biggest opportunity because I think this is England's best side ever since 2010. And according to many experts, this is Australia's weakest side since a long time. But having said that, count Australia out at your own peril in Australia. You do that, you're in trouble. So I feel this is going to be a good series. I hope it is a cracker-jacker of a series, just like the Anderson Tendulkar Trophy that we had between England and India. I mean, that was an epic one. 2-2, going to every match, going to 5 days. And I hope it lives up to that, but it might not, because one team may not turn up. So let's see. I'm not going to make any predictions this early, but I'm hoping for a good game. I think the toss matters because let me tell you another stat at Perth. 5 matches, Australia played 5 tests in Perth, and all 5 times the team batting first has won. And last year, remember, India batted first, and although they failed with the bat, they still went on to win the contest. So
Hmm.
remember that toss might become important. Whoever bats first goes on to win because I think the pitch becomes difficult to bat on as we go along. So it's going to be a good match. I'm not going to make any predictions and hope that the test match lives up to its billing and England will come out all guns blazing, and so will Australia. Australia won't hold back either. So expecting a good game of cricket.
Yeah, like just few hours we are away from the Ashes. Like so much build up because England badly wants to get the one back from Australia because I think they haven't won since 2015. Right? And it was under Alistair Cook when they last won Ashes in England. It was so it's still a long time, 10 years also. And England take Ashes very much to the heart. We can say Australia also, but Australia takes every series very much what you call professionally. They will try to win everything, but that's not with England. But Australia, it's a they're making a mistake. I'm telling you why. The Britishers, look, India sledged in Australia during the BCT. India won the first test match. Our so-called great expert, the veteran Sunil Gavaskar, he was also saying that we will thrash you. He was saying to Australia and this that. Everyone was abusing a little bit. Like they thought that they will sledge Australia and they will win the series by again 3-1 or and like that. But it what happened? Australia bounced back that even Smith also he said like even if we lose the first test match, we will bounce back. We have done it in the past as well. They have the intent, they have the attitude, we can say. But it can say like a lot of memes are also coming. Some jokes say it's a dad's army. So Anup sir, like I know what you're going to say about Australia's not sticking with the youngsters and going ahead with the seniors only. But I think they don't have the option as well, right? Australia, because see, no doubt they have the very good domestic structure as well, but not as compared to a huge pool, right? They have only around 10 to 15 teams only, and also that many of them are only focused to wide ball only. Australia's wide ball has depth, we can say, but not has well. So they are forced to play the likes of Stark, Cummins, Hazelwood, Khwaja, even the 36, 38, 40 because they don't have the backup. That's a wrong thing. But if they are getting the results, they are persisting with that only. Your take on that, and who's going to win this Ashes?
See, like Ayan said, predicting who is gonna win the Ashes at the earliest stage would be difficult. For me, I will go with Ayan's verdict at first. Like it should be a threater of a five-match series. Let every match be a nail biter, and whichever team performs better on each given day of a test match, that team wins the Ashes. And rightfully, that's the way this series should go as much as it is hyped across all the medias. After the point, I just raised a point about Aussie Pacers due to their not due to their performance, no doubt. And they all are having means three bowlers, even though Josh Hazelwood and Josh Hazelwood and this Pat Cummins is not there. Mitchell Stark and Nathan Lyon, only two bowlers has an total experience of 1,000 wickets between them. Now, overall experience I'm speaking about. But then my question really arises like, yes, they are age, like you said, they don't have great set of players, and yes, they are age like 36, 37, and yet they have seen the dreams of playing not this Ashes only, the next Ashes too, which is in 2028 in England, I guess. So this is something needs to be told out from the Australian side as well, because when we are seeing youngsters coming up from the other sides of the teams as well, Australians are only relying on these great spacers, and these spacers also see there is a limit where a body supports a player. So these players they often get injured. Now I can't say Mitchell start playing all the five test matches in this essay. One, two test match he will play. Definitely he will be playing the pinball test because he is the highest wicket taker, 60 plus wickets in pinball only. So he will play that, and I don't know because due to workload or something, he will get rested in third or fourth test. That's my prediction because he won't play all the five tests. Similarly, I have my doubts not with Nathan Lyon. Nathan
Yeah.
Lyon is a workhorse. He only plays test matches, so there's no doubt. But I have my doubts with the Australian batting lineup as well. Because now in the West Indies series also, though Australia win it 3-0, it was the bowlers that won them the test matches. It was a batting, only two batters have performed in that series. That was Bew Webster and Travis Head. Travis said at the moment looks out of form because I am saying that based on the series, one day series versus India, that's a different game. But before that also I have saying the on the performance of Sheffield Shield matches for Travis Head as well. So Travis Head seems out of form. Steve Smith, he is no doubt he is the best captain Australia has ever got because Australia has won more in his reign and lost very few under Steve Smith. And then Marnus Labuschagne, he was out of the team after a disastrous WTC final. He now has regained his place, but his form then remains a thunder. Similarly with Usman Khwaja, he is been as the opener for the longest time, and Usman Khwaja now is also out of form at the international level. Yes, he has a double hundred in Sri Lanka, but that's the Asian condition. On Australian condition, even in the last BGT, Usman Khwaja's highest score was around 60-65. On that too in one inning, rest 9 innings, it was a failure. And saying so, the first match is as Optus Perth. You remember in BGT to the first match, India was bowled out for 150 in the first inning. Due to Jasprit Bumrah's fiery fifer, Australia got bowled out for only 100 runs in the first inning. And on day second and third, which is actually a nature of Perth's pitch, on day second and third, the pitch gets very much suitable for the batting. So there, Yashasvi Jaiswal and Rahul forge a 200 runs partnership, and Virat Kohli is scoring this last century on the Australian ground and his career, Test career, forged around runs, piled up runs which were difficult for Australians to chase. So, second, the number day two, day three batting would be very important, and whichever team will be batting on that day, it will have an advantage in the test at Perth. And England, they play only one style of cricket, that is the baseball cricket. But now you should also take consideration in the point that Ben Stokes is hungrier and deadlier than ever. He has came up from the injury. He is so much focused that उसके मन में कुछ भी नहीं है पूरे ही दिन मतलब बीजेटी इंडिया के तेंदुलकर एंडरसन ट्रॉफी में भी बेन स्टोक्स वाज लाइक कम ऑन वी डोंट केयर अबाउट दिस ट्रॉफी ऑल वी वांट इज टू प्ले द एशेज दे इवन लॉस्ट द white ball series to New Zealand in that process because main players didn't play only, all were concentrating on Ashes. And now that the Ashes are gonna start, and as in a practice match also we saw Ben Stokes scoring runs and taking wickets. It's like more hungrier Ben Stokes is coming to hunt the Australians down, and without the main batters, it would be either the first Test match could be somewhat a task cut out for England. That if they win the first test match, you never know what confidence can do to the team. So let's see how it goes. I expect it to be like Ayan said, a theater of contest through all the five tests. Now I am not predicting 5-0 for Australia, not at all, because तो तभी ना तभी तो हारेगी भी वो. It's not like they are like invincible. पुराने जमाने में होते तो बोल सकते थे they are invincible Australia, but at the moment they are vulnerable due to the batting orders inexperience, I would say. And Joe Root, he would be trying to prove, yes, 13,500 and that's a lot of runs in test match. He's only second to Sachin Tendulkar in test matches, but he has not scored a century in England. Sorry, in Australia. His highest score is 91. So he would be itching to go and score a century in Australia soil as well. Which and it could be his last series in Australian soil. You never know. 2028 का एशेज जो थेले भी ना due to age factors. So there are so much things to be talked about, but the excitement begins tomorrow. The carnival, the festival,
Today,
whatever you
today.
say, it begins tomorrow. And I hope to see a riveting contest between bat and ball between two teams. That's my take.
Yeah, yeah, just few hours from the first ball of the Ashes, like the build-up will be there. But I think, look, Australia, they have so much obsessed begins with Stark, Cummins, Hazelwood. Like Boland is the only bowler who debuted after 2019. Like they got success, they won as they drawn Ashes in Australia, in England, and even in 2019, 2023. So they are sticking to it. And we should not forget, look, Glenn McGrath also played till like a 36 or 37. So I think they are going ahead with that only. Even Bretley also played till 2011. He was also he was also not in 30s. He was in the late 30s. So they're making sure that Stark wasn't made to retire from T20 internationals. No, he took the retirement because he wanted to prolong his career. He officially said that because that's the reason. Because the workload gets automatically managed. You're right. Stark won't play five test matches. He will get a break here and there. Even they might bring in Jai Richardson into the playing 11. They will rotate the fast bowlers. Only Cummins might play the four test matches and Boland, but they're going ahead with this approach. Like if you look at the entire age of Australia, the average age, only Cameron Green is 26. All are in mid 30s, even late 30s. They are going with that approach. As I said, they don't have that much abundance in what you call red ball. In white ball, they have. And you said Australia is vulnerable. Don't count them. I'm telling you, Travis said he didn't score runs in Sheffield. I agree, but he got the match practice right. Manas Labuschagne he scored tons and runs of not tons, but actually he's got smash centuries for centuries. These Aussies can dismantle England very easily because now what has happened? I'm telling you, Monty Panesar has no offense to his words what he used, but he used some really rubbish kind of language like tease Smith with sandpaper. I mean that thing has got 7 years. Everyone has forgot about them, and Smith now will remember it now. And now he might pay. He might make England pay because in the press conference he said, "Who is the mastermind? Who is that person?" He was very angry because he no, it's often said, don't rile Australia, don't irritate them. India made that mistake, England is also making that mistake. McCallum is very aggressive. We have seen McCallum since childhood, every one of us. He's a very aggressive cricketer and everything. He thinks that sledging Australia will disband, will what called demoralize them. No, they will get more strength and everything. And if every commentator, England, Australia, they're having wars. Like we can see Mark Butcher saying and everything. England know that it is difficult to beat Australia, so why not they help the team to play some mind games? No one is better than Australia. So no offense, but I'm supporting Australia only. I'm not saying 5-0, but I am seeing Australia retaining the Ashes. We will see how it goes day by day. So Abhijeet, like, what's your take? Like, do you think like England can compete? Because even if they drawn the series by 2-2 against India, there are still a lot of loopholes. Because I'm telling you one thing: in Australia, you have to bat at the crease. That's it. You have to bat sessions by sessions. Alistair Cook in 2010, Kevin Peterson, they scored buckets of runs. 700 runs were scored by Alistair Cook. Kevin Peterson also scored, I guess, 500 or something like that. You have to stay at the crease. Baseball might not work at all because attacking cricket in Australia is not the option. You stay there, take one ball at a time because the pitches are so much fast, bouncy, grassy. The spinners will also come. Like it's what you call it can prove to be a nightmare for England. What's your take on that?
First of all, as Ayan and Anup sir has already said that it will be a cracker of a series and it will be one of the most upcoming events that we were really keen to watch. So first of all, that you said that Australian pitches has so much of pace and bounce, and they need to have a proper batting lineup to counter that. So when I saw the both teams squad, when I saw the England squad, they have proper batsmen, they have a proper balanced team, good top order and a middle order to support them, which includes players like Ollie Pope, Joe Root, Ben Stokes itself, and other players also. So they have a balanced team. They have actually a more balanced team than Australia also itself. So, but still, the one of the most important topic will be how will the England approach to the series, because their captain Ben Stokes has cleared his intention in his press conference and every any other conferences that they are here to win. They are here to end the streak of Aussies and actually give a tough competition to Aussies. So for sometimes the players' emotions are way more better, way more important, or a way more important factor in winning a test match. So let's see what will happen. And when I saw the Australian side is a balanced team, but still they don't have their star bowlers, which include Hazelwood and Pat Cummins. But they still have Stark and Boland, uh, who are actually who are equally equal threat for England in those pitches. But still, I think no team will ever take Australian side lightly, because the Indian team has done it, and England teams have done it before, and they have paid the price for it. So I think Aussies have better chance of winning this, but let's see. Let's see how they will perform in the at the Perth. It will be a tone setter for both the teams. If England win that match, it will be a tone setter for them, and they will move with the confidence ahead. And it will be a bit pressure for Aussies, but they are known for handling pressure. And first and second, last point, the batters they have, the bowling. First of all, the batting unit they have is actually way more dangerous and stable, way more dangerous and at the same time stable also, which includes players like Travis Head, and also some stable players like Manas Labuschagne and Stevie Smith, who actually provides a real depth in their batting. Cameron Green. So I think Aussies have a good chance in it winning it. So let's see what will happen. That's my take.
Yeah, England has a chance. They have the batting lineup, but it's staying at the crease. Like if they can occupy the crease for a long time, Australia will what you call वो हथियार डाल देने कहते हैं ना वो होता है. Like Australia give up. Like if you play 3 to 4 good sessions with the bat. So आयुष शेखर, आपको क्या लगता है? मतलब इंग्लैंड का तो बहुत एक कहते हैं ना, मतलब घोड़े पे सवार है. चलो हमें जीतना है, एशेज एकदम एकदम फॉर्म में है सब. लेकिन अभी आ गई है, कुछ देर में वो घड़ी हमें पता चल जाएगी. ऑस्ट्रेलिया में 5 दिन, like as you said, Ayan, 5 days. Every test matches, it looks tough to happen because the pitches are juicy as well. It's not like only fast pitches are there. लेकिन आपको क्या लगता है आयुष? मतलब टेस्ट मैचेस तो रहेंगे ही, ब्लॉकबस्टर होगा, है पूरी दुनिया देखती है. जिसको क्रिकेट पसंद भी नहीं है वो एशेज देखता है, क्योंकि ये राइवलरी बहुत पुरानी है. हमारे देखा जाए तो एंसेस्टर्स की बहुत पुरानी राइवलरी है. तब से ये दोनों राइवलरी चलती है. एंड आई एम टेलिंग यू, दिस राइवलरी सो मच हेट दिस दे हैव नो, but off the ground they're very good friends, this Australia and England. It's not like our no offense, I should not say about this one, like our India Pakistan, like what happened with the trophy and everything. But Ashes 140 years is long, like now it's 150-year anniversary as well. But they're so much happy, the boards are cooperative and everything. But it's like the game for the passions that's important. So आयुष, आपको क्या लगता है कौन जीतेगा? क्योंकि अभी कुछ ही पलों में हमें पता चलेगा, क्योंकि ये मजेदार होने वाला है.
रिजल्ट क्या होगा इस मैच का ये तो नहीं पता, लेकिन हाँ कुछ ऐसे प्लेयर्स हैं दोनों टीम में जिनके लिए एक लिटमस टेस्ट है, स्पेशली जो रूट, जिसका जिसने आज तक वहां पे सेंचुरी भी नहीं मारी. हर जगह उसने दुनिया भर में अपने घर से लेके बाहर तक उसने हर जगह सेंचुरी मारी, सिवाय ऑस्ट्रेलिया को छोड़ के. तो वो होगा मेन. ऑस्ट्रेलिया के साइड से देखे तो उस्मान ख्वाजा, नो डाउट वो भी अपने लास्ट ही एशेज खेल रहा है. स्टीवन स्मिथ, वो भी लास्ट ही खेल रहा है. मिचेल स्टार्क है, ये सब है. अब मैच का रिजल्ट क्या होगा? होगा तो कांटे का टक्कर. ऐसा नहीं है कि ऑस्ट्रेलिया की टीम इंग्लैंड जाए और वहां पे वो हार जाए, फिर इंग्लैंड की टीम यहाँ आए तो यहाँ वो हार जाए. क्योंकि हमने देखा है 2019 और ये 19 कह रहा हूँ 2023 और 24 वाला में जो एशेज हुआ था, वहां 2-2 की बराबरी पे मैच खत्म हुआ था. यहाँ पे स्टुअर्ट ब्रॉड अपना लास्ट टेस्ट मैच खेला. तो यहाँ पे थोड़ी टक्कर देनी पड़ेगी थोड़ा सा. आई थिंक इंग्लैंड को थोड़ा समझ में आ गया होगा कंडीशन कैसा है, क्योंकि अपने देश में तो वो रोड टाइप पिच पे खेलते हैं. यहाँ थोड़ी सी ग्रीन मिलेगा, बाउंस मिलेगा, जो बैट पे कम और शरीर के कोने कोने लगेंगे बॉल. लेकिन ये कैसे खेलते हैं ये सब देखने वाली बात. और यहाँ पे ऐसा नहीं कि एक दिन में आप 500 रन बना दोगे। आप अगर 500 बनाने गए तो आपके 5 विकेट ही डाउन हो जाएंगे। तो यहाँ पे आपको थोड़ा सा सेंसिबल खेलना होगा, क्योंकि ऑस्ट्रेलिया है। हर किसी के लिए आसान नहीं होता है ऑस्ट्रेलिया में ऑस्ट्रेलिया को हराना। 2 बार इंडिया हरा दिया, इसका क्या मतलब? तीसरी बार वो हार गए। और रहा सवाल इंग्लैंड का, तो ये जो इन लोग का जो तरीका है अग्रेसिव क्रिकेट खेलने का, ये थोड़ा सा साइडलाइन करना पड़ेगा एज पर द कंडीशन।
Yes, it's about what to say. England take session by session. It's going to be tough for even Australia. It's not going to be like they will completely dominate. But we should not forget, like 2013, I'm talking about the Ashes in England, now, which England won by 3-0 when Alistair Cook was there, Trott and Peterson was there. From that, Australia bounced back to 5-0, what is thrashing to England. So no one expected that thing to happen. Like England will bounce back, it was like that. So these things are going to be quite fascinating with the stats, facts, and everything. Everything will be on the cards as the game goes ahead. But I think that England is slightly behind because the heat in not the heat in Australia, I'm saying the heat of the fans and the pressure is not going to be that easy to tackle. But that's what cricket is all about, right? You have to stay there, you have to grind it. It's going to be a good one. And Anup sir is at the upper top the stadium only. Like I only sent him because he was very much focused to go there earlier. So sir, cover that game early tomorrow. We will talk about that. So let's see how it goes ahead. It's going to be important. Like as I have wear a yellow, I'm Australia supporter. No matter what happens, Kangaroos they always go forward only. And as I said, we will go with the Dad's army. I would say whatever you want to say. Dad's army only won the WTC. They are again going with the WTC only. But that's going to happen. I'm telling you, they will play the BGT 2027 with all the senior players, much senior players, and the Ashes as well. Bailey has agreed to it. McDonald has agreed. Andrew McDonald and Cummins as well. They are not going to. They will just rotate it. Some youngsters might come in, like Brendan Doggett. Is getting a debut for the match. It's going to be interesting. Let's see how Brendan Doggett performs. But England, if you look at the experience of our first match, as Ayan you said, England is the favorite to win that. They have to win it to take an early advantage because वो कहते हैं ना पहले घाव कर दिए तो अच्छा रहता है जंग में because this is a war. Because what we are going to witness online and even on the field, no, they are not nice people. Both these nations and the ports and the players and everything on the field it happens, it becomes a war. So let's see how it goes ahead. So the four S's like Ayan, Anup, Abhijeet, and Ayush. So let's see how it goes ahead. And also India versus South Africa test match is also there. So test match mania is back again. It's going to be fun. So thank you everyone. See you just some hours, and the first test match will be on cards. Yeah.